Welcome to another RSR. Tonight I'm reviewing Inter Miami CF2, CF Montreal 3, and MLS 2024 Week 3. Montreal gets the win down in Miami. No Messi. Yes, it's a problem. Barely any of Messi's friends. Yes, it's a problem. Miami's team structure, build, is absolutely a joke. What'd you expect? Goals were scored as follows. In the 13th minute, Montreal gets a goal off of Fernando Alvarez. Ball crossed in, he heads it in. Ball played in, he heads it in. Pops it in the net past Calendar to make it 0-1 Montreal. And at halftime, it stays 0-1. Montreal started hot in this game. They ran Miami ragged. They got a goal. In the first half, they should have had more. Kokoro goes down, gets fouled in the box by Kritsov and Calendar, but mostly Kritsov. A penalty they definitely would have called had a Miami player been the one draped over by a blue shirt. But since it's the opposite end of the pitch and a Montreal player was draped by a pink shirt, they don't call it. Scabs, you screwed up. Should have called it. With that being said, the Scabs in this game had a bad performance. I would say the Scab refs had a bad performance. Definitely some things they could have called better. Montreal should have had a 2-0 lead at the half. But in the second half, they start to pull back. They start to try to protect the 3 points. Not a smart decision because in the 71st minute, Leo Campana scores a goal. Rockets one into the net past Sawa. He gets his goal, 1-1, and it's tied. And Montreal shouldn't have been sitting back to try to protect the point, because guess what? Protecting the point made them go to a draw. They were running them ragged, but we'll get there. Matias Kokoro scores in the 66th minute. He finally gets his goal. He fumbled the bag a couple of times and also got screwed over on that penalty call, non-penalty call. But he finds the back of the net, 1-2 for Montreal. Then 2 minutes later, Sanusi Ibrahim, Joseph Martinez plays it to Sanusi. He nutmegs Friere. Ball goes into the net past Calendar. Makes it 1-3 Montreal. But in the 80th minute, possibly the goal of the week, I think so. Jordi Alba gets the ball and absolutely slingshots it into the net past Sawa to make it 2-3. But Miami has 10 more minutes, 19 more minutes with the stoppage time. And they just don't get the third. They lose full time 2-3. Montreal gets the win in Miami. And it should have been by more. It should have been way more dominant. But Montreal played the best game. They deserved to win. Should have been 3-1. Honestly. Maybe 4-2. Montreal deserved to win. I got to give them their props. With that being said, stats are as follows. 14 shots to 12, 4 shots on goal to 4, 61% possession to 39% possession, 572 passes to 375, 86% pass accuracy to 83, 15 fouls to 9, 5 offside to 1, 5 yellow cards to 2, 0 red cards to 0, 3 corners to 3. Again, Montreal, when they had to attack, they were running Miami ragged. Miami's defense looked absolutely shaky. They didn't look good enough. They looked like they were getting ran. They looked like they were getting their show ran tonight. Montreal were running them ragged. The fact that they stopped for about 30 minutes, 25, 30 minutes, to try to protect the point, or 3 points, all 3 points, was stupid. I don't know why they pulled back. I really don't. The way this game was looking, they should have just kept running them ragged. Which, as that first Miami goal went in, they said, screw this, we're going to run them ragged again. Didn't take long to get 2 more goals. So if they kept running them ragged, this could have been 5-2. And I think that's what it should have been. Montreal deserved to win this game by more. Hate to admit it, but it's true. Analytically, I can admit Montreal deserved to win this game. I don't like they won this game. See profile picture. See that hat. But see other videos, you know. But analytically, I got to give them props. They played a damn good game. They got 3 goals. They should have gotten 5. They should have kept their foot on the gas. The one thing I don't like is Montreal chose to just step back for most of the second half until they got scored on. They were fine with a 1-0, which I don't understand it. They were running Miami so ragged, they could have scored multiple goals, more than the goals they scored. That's just what I don't get. Like, isn't Laurent Courtois known to be an attacking manager? And he chose to just park the bus, pull back for 30 minutes? For what reason, I don't understand. To me, it's about what your team looks like. If your team is running somebody ragged, you keep running them ragged. You keep running the opposition ragged. If you got lucky and got 1 goal, yeah, park that bus. Park that bus. If you got a 1-goal lead and you were lucky to get that lead, yeah, park that damn bus. You're running a team ragged like Montreal was running Miami ragged. Yeah, you keep going. You keep running them ragged. Because once you do that, you win the game by way more than you even did win the game by. Miami did get 2 good goals. They still needed Suarez for longer. I wouldn't say Busquets. Alba played well. But Miami, legitimately, the team building of that team, I said it once, I'll say it again. The team building of Miami is a joke. You have 3 of Messi's geriatric friends and Messi. If they're not playing, especially not Messi, you could kiss your chances goodbye. You are not going to be higher than 3rd or 4th place in the East. I think you will make the playoffs. The games that I've seen you play with him, if you keep playing the way you did against Orlando, Nashville, even then that was questionable, RSL, yeah, you'll make the playoffs with him. You won't just miss. You'll make the playoffs with him. Here's the problem, though. He's still going to be missing for about 10 league matches. Good couple of Leagues Cup matches, so kiss your Leagues Cup chances goodbye because he's playing for Argentina at the Olympics. I don't need to be confirmed that it's going to happen. I think we all know it will. He's going for double goals. With that being said, without him, just without Messi, your team's got problems. And then you don't play the other 3 geriatrics. Suarez with a bum knee plays like a geriatric. If he has a good, if he's reacting well to the cortisone shot, he plays like, he's still old, but not as old as a geriatric. Busquets legitimately should be playing on a walker. He'd be faster. Alba, he's the youngest of them all. Still old, though. You could tell he needed to make the move to MLS. But even if those 3 play, you still have a better chance of if they don't for most of the match. And here they're like, you know what, we're going to save them for Champions Cup, which I'm not saying you're wrong, you're right. You're playing at home on Wednesday, to play Champions Cup matches, to finish off the tie. You have the away goals. You get 1 goal, you're pretty much absolutely safe to go through. I'm sure the CONCACAF refs will make sure of that. With that being said, Miami, the way they played, if they don't have the 4 friends playing, they're not good enough. Campana's okay. Yeah, he's a good player. I think he's better than Suarez at this point. It's still a toss-up, honestly. Robert Taylor's good. Redondo, he could make a good pass. He's pretty much a younger Busquets, which once they play together, that's, I'd say the best Miami player was Redondo. But most of that team looked like they were getting run ragged, so what can you say? But it clashes once they're playing together. Gressel shouldn't be playing right back, or outside back, wing back, whatever. He shouldn't be playing it. He's not. He's not. He's not an outside back. He's not a wing back. He's a midfielder. And you got rid of Yedlin for money reasons. Get a Boca right back. Hopefully you get him sooner rather than later. But if you have to wait 3 months and you start having some bad results because of that, because Gressel's not as good of an outside back as he is a midfielder, that's your problem. That's your prerogative. With that being said, Miami, counter didn't really look too great tonight. Like, it was very milquetoast from Miami. It's like, yeah, we're focusing on midweek. Like, I get Messi got stomped on. He finished the game, though. They were like, you know what? We got to make sure you're safe for the midweek. Don't play. They probably had to beg him not to play. Really? And I'm like, okay. So that's the case. And two of his friends were just like, oh, we'll sit on the bench, too, while he's sitting in the press box. If you're going to do that. So it may have been them showing their ass. I don't know. I mean, Busquets isn't great, but you don't piss off a guy who's allied with Messi. You know? I'm sure Messi wanted to play, and he was begging to play, but they begged him not to because of Champions Cup. And he's like, you know what? Fine. Probably doesn't like that he didn't play, but because if he can play, he does. I mean, he popped up. He played the rest of that game. I don't think he's that hurt. They want to make sure Champions Cup is there for the taking, though, so there you go. Montreal deserved to win this, though. They were the better team by far. They deserved to win this. They got the win they deserved. They got the 3 points they deserved. They're playing well this season. Courtois is getting them back to the Nancy style. They needed to. Luckily, that year in between, that gap year, didn't ruin him too bad. He's bringing the bonds back together and twirling that string back together. Player of the game, man of the match. I'm going to go with Sanusi. He got the game-winning goal. Sanusi Ibrahim got the game-winning goal. I'm going to go with him for man of the match. Kokorov, if he didn't fumble the bag so much, I would have said him. Joseph got the assist, but not really. Piet played tough. Sawa, if it was a further out scoreline, maybe. 3-2 isn't really good optics for man of the match for a goalkeeper. With that being said, I wouldn't say it's really his fault, but whatever. Yeah, we're going to go with Sanusi for the game-winning goal. With that being said, if you like this video, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification once subscribed. Send super chats on live streams. Comment on this video. Put this in playlist. Share with friends and family. All that great stuff. I will see you on Tuesday for 2 lives and 1 watch-along when it comes to the CONCACAF Champions Cup. Of course, it's midweek. I'll see you on Tuesday for 2 Champions Cup watch-alongs and 1 Champions Cup review. And Wednesday, Thursday, same way, of course. But Champions Cup round of 16 will be over next week. And then we'll have the international break before the quarterfinals. And we're getting close to the end of it. We're already probably over halfway through that damn tournament. Only after these 8 games, we will only have 13 games left in the Champions Cup, which it's been a really good tournament. I'm glad they added the preliminary round, but there you go. With that being said, see you later. I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace. Miami, do better. Montreal, hate to say it, but good job. Peace.